Hey, welcome everyone to Mystics Outlook, the very first of the regular season. Joined by Raymond Lyons and Wilson Tucker Jr. Ray, we got quite a game to talk about. We saw a lot from the Mystics in this one. We saw, I think, one of the main things for me at least, I can't wait to hear what you have to say, is I was probably impressed the most by their defense throughout the night. I just wasn't expecting that level. It's one thing where you hear, you know, new regime take over or whatever, and you hear like, hey, we want to take more pride on that end of the floor, specifically keeping, as far as each person keeping their man in front of them. So you only help when you have to help. And it's only one game, but that's the thing that has shown out to me the most. That's said many exciting moments, but your thoughts on the Mystics opener?
Um, First things first, man. Last year we didn't see a one in the W column until game 13, so it's nice to get that out the way early. But man, you hit the nail on the head. Speaking about how they performed defensively, I was thoroughly impressed. Uh, the only area where the Dream really kind of got off was from the 3 point line, and that was mostly Alicia Gray. She was just unconscious. They pretty much held everybody in check from that area, but yeah, man, the way they fought, the from a technical standpoint, they were excellent. You mentioned the discipline and not overhelping or being out of position. It was a defensive masterclass, to be perfectly honest. And I mean, there were a lot of fouls called, but there's some games where people are picking up fouls just being handsy and just kind of not being sound defensively. That wasn't the case tonight. These fouls were because they were out there scrapping and battling, and they were able to draw some fouls that way too, fighting over screens. They were able to draw a few offensive fouls, also boxing out, just being physical down low. They were able to draw some fouls on rebounds as well. So yeah, man, I think that end is what ultimately put them in a position to win this game because at a point, the Dream kind of got some breathing room. They were by about 11, but the if you get stops, you can reel that back in, and then they executed offensively as well. They played with great pace. They got out and ran when they needed to, and they also executed in the half court. The off ball movement and the passing, amazing. They did. This doesn't look like a team that's just was starting two rookies and had a lot of new pieces added and some pieces moved. They look really in sync, and I was impressed by that as well. So man, great job. Came on and got a tough win against against a solid team. And yeah, man, if this is what we got to look forward to, then hey, man, I'm locked in. But yeah, man, overall, great game.
Yeah, for sure. I just couldn't get over that part. I know, obviously, you wish maybe they did a little bit better job on the glass, but at the same time, they they staved off like a flurry from the Dreams. That front court duo the Dream put together this offseason. It took until what the last 3 minutes of the fourth for ideally what the Dream would like to happen on a regular basis to start happening, and that was mostly due to foul trouble. Like a lot of credit. Felt like all of the rookies on Washington stepped up in this game. Then all the rookies as a whole. I want to leave Falco out on Atlanta either. I thought all of them came in and performed. It was a great start to the season. I know Kiki Arias fouled out, but hey man, I can't get mad at you fouled out dealing with Brittany Griner, one on one, and Brianna Jones, different points throughout your first W game. Like, bro, that's hell. That's legitimate hell. Um, but I thought they did a good job. I mean, you saw the vets kind of they picked great spots, honestly, to get involved. We know Slim had the big drives late, game saving steal. But before we get to play the game X Factors, just honestly, your thoughts on the rookies and their official debut?
Um, they look like they've been before. To be perfectly honest, man. Kiki, I kind of tweeted about her during the game. She showed no fear. She went straight at BG on both ends. You know, of course, that's a tall task, but she challenged her. Offensively, she went straight into her chest and tried to finish over top of her. Defensively, she dug in, put that parking brake on, so she couldn't just get overpowered, and she was there. Like so, you couldn't ask for anything more from her. And yeah, I mean, You going up against that your first game, fouling out is a reasonable expectation. But like I kind of touched on earlier, it wasn't just fouling out, being timid and trying to get out the way. She picked some up playing solid defense, but BG is a lot to deal with. So I mean, it is what it is, and she had a positive contribution to the game, and her team ended up getting the win. So I'm not mad at it. And Sonya Citron, man, yeah, great pick, Mystics. like she, I think the first preseason game against Indiana, her first shot, she was kind of timid and was thinking, should I do this or should I not? But ever since then, there's been no second guessing, and we saw that tonight, man. She was confident in what she was doing. She was making quick decisions. When she had the ball in her hands, off ball, just all around a great game from her, and she competed defensively as well. So yeah, man, those rookies, I like what I saw. Yeah, man, and of course, injuries suck, man, and we didn't get to see Georgia with this group, but yeah, for Sonya and Kiki, couldn't ask for anything more. And yeah, it's, for Tahina Pow on the other end as well. Great game from her. She was settled. She made good decisions. Yeah, man, she just looked like she belonged.
Yeah, I think for Kiki, bro, we saw Aaliyah hold up last year. Um, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect yet another rookie to come in and be like, "Oh, look, the W's physicality." Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like the first possession I saw, I was like, "All right, whatever." We got to like midway through the second quarter, I was like, "Oh, like okay, she's fine." That's Brittany Griner and Bree Jones. You're not going to get hands put on you like that for the rest of the year. There's not another duo. There's not another team with both of those things. All right, like it's crazy. We saw her. I think the thing I was most impressed with is her confidence. Like, oh, you're sagging off me. I'm gonna pull. I'm not gonna think about it. I'm not gonna guess. There was a play late. Sonya was moving off ball, cut back door, and Kiki just calmly held the ball until her rookie teammate got open. I'm sure it looked like some of the vets were kind of like, "Hey, are you in trouble?" No, I'm just waiting for Sony to get free. And then dots are, backdoor, great play. Like you said with Sonya, we saw the preseason has no issues wanting to defend. The job that she, along with Brittany Sykes, did with Ryan Howard was nuts in this one. Um, and even with Alicia Gray, most of Alicia's great work came from beyond the 3 point line, like you said. And then there's a chunk of that still that came off offensive rebounds. So I just they were irritants, all of them. The Mystics as a whole were just irritants. I liked what Shick Sutton and Jake Melbourne brought together, filling in for Georgia. I think they both were in double figures in this one. Like, yeah, they gave the Mystics 24 points and 5 steals this game. That's not bad. But yeah, man, I was perfectly fine with it. It was a good start. Looking forward to see what it looks like. The next, they got quite an extended trip, road trip. So we'll see what that looks like. I think the next game is on Sunday. But that said, Ray, player of the game for you.
Oh man, I like when this is a tough decision. This was a group project, man. um, but oh, buddy, gun to my head, Brittany Sykes, man.
All right, yeah, that's where I was. My hedging comes with X Factor. Right now, it's like, you know how it is around these parts. You close the game, kind of, nice feather in your cap.
Right, right.
Didn't shy away from getting downhill late. Went to the line, handled her business, and still All right, folks. Sorry about that little technical difficulty. Ray, you still here? You hear me? All right. As you were saying, with Sykes, big job finishing the game. Obviously, still late. And again, what they had to do defensively was huge in this game. X Factor, I'm gonna let you go first. Like I said, I already hedged, so I'm gonna let you pick that first too.
Uh, another crowded field, man. Jesus.
Good problems though, right? Good problems.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Kiki. A bulk of the front court was injured. She had to step in against one of the best front courts in the W, and she did her thing, man. And yeah, and that was a big factor into the way the Mystics were able to to continue to compete throughout the game and eventually finish it all. And her first regular season game as a rookie, and you walk into that, you got to get the nod from me.
Hey man, I pulled the U of old. I just hedged both rookies. For me, with X Factor. Like again, I know you drafted in the first round. You're there are expectations placed upon you. However, the W is a W. Rookies do not usually hit the ground running on a regular basis. Usually takes a little bit. That's it. 19 from Sonya, 14 from Kiki. You don't, you can't even tell the story about this game without those two in it. Their imprints were all over the place. Just hell of a start for them. Great start for Washington to start the season. 1-0 again. Play again on Sunday. But Ray, if you had nothing else, we will talk to y'all then.